This is the history of the fall of the Benin Kingdom. Some say no, it wasn't a kingdom, it was an empire. But whichever one you chose to call it, the truth remains that Benin was great. Akebulan, to understand what the British did in Benin in 1897, you must first follow me to 19th century so you can understand properly. You see, the Benin built one of Africa's admired civilization located in the present-day Nigeria, Edo State. It was ruled by Oba Ovonramwen, the 35th Oba of Benin, Akebulan. For centuries, the Benin built a sophisticated governance. They had a disciplined military and an impressive city wall. But then, in 1890s, the British Empire had our eyes in Benin because they wanted to control the trade in that region. They wanted their rubber and they wanted their palm oil and other valuable resources. You must understand that in 1887, the British had already arrested one of the most prestigious kings in that area, who was King Jaja of Opobo, and he was exiled outside Africa. And then in 1894, the British also arrested Chief Nana Orumo, another chief in that region. He was also taken to exile. It's now time for them to repeat the same thing in Benin. Akebulan. In Benin, in January 4th, 1897, the British General Council, who was James Robert Phillips, decided to travel to Benin Kingdom. He was told not to come because Benin was having a very sacred ceremony where visitors are not allowed. He was told not to come, but arrogance and pride would not let him. He decided to proceed with his journey, and then he came with a small delegation. But then on the 4th of January 1897, James Robert Phillips and his entourage were ambushed in a place near the Benin territory. That circumstance still remained a controversial debate among historians, but his death shocked the British authority. You know, before a man will unalive his dog, he must first give it a bad name. This is the ample opportunity the British Empire was looking for to take over the empire. What did they do? They marched to Benin. About 1,200 British troops and other African soldiers under the command of Harry Rawson. They marched into Benin. But the warriors of Benin defended their lands with courage and boldness. But you know, courage was nowhere close to magazine guns, because your spear is nowhere close to magazine gun. Spear is nowhere close to chakapum. When the British troops marched into Benin, they burned a last section of the capital. They destroyed sacred things, looted thousands of Benin artifacts, took it across the British private collection and British empires, and alongside British museums. The king of Benin, Oba Ovonramwen, fled, but he was later captured. Historians pointed out that he was flogged and punished before his subjects, an act of humiliation. How dare you do that to a king? Later, Oba Ovonramwen was exiled to Calabar, where he later died in 1914. With that came the end of that empire, because the British controlled the Benin Kingdom. Akebulan, something that took centuries to build, fell in one military expedition. One military punitive expedition fell under one military campaign. But that's not the end of the story, because empires like the British Empire can exile kings. They can burn cities. They can also loot treasures. But you cannot erase the civilization, because history do not forget. It is waiting for someone to tell it, and the town crier is born to tell the story of Akebulan, because it is the past we use to inform the future. A river that forgets its source will dry up. This is a reminder for the children of Akebulan to remember what happened to their fathers. Akebulan, wisdom. It's breath 14. Hey!